The Singapore Freeport, an Asian first, calls itself a futuristic Fort Knox for international art, protected with state-of-the-art laser beams, motion detectors, and a 24-hour armed guard. Inside, a solar-powered climate system keeps temperatures and humidity precise, and rooms are kitted out with LED lighting, nitrogen fire sprinklers, and non-combustible flooring. Christie's is leasing 40% of the space. More than half is already spoken for.
It is also the best facility in the world. It's a cutting-edge facility. It's the highest quality facility that exists.
2 million new bidder.
It's yet another sign the Asian art market is on the move, its global prominence advancing rapidly as collectors from around the world buy and sell to one another. Now they can land at Changi Airport any time of day or night, take an armed guard limo to the nearby vault, view a piece in a private gallery, strike a price, and pay no duty on the transaction.
It's not just Asian clients, but it's also global clients who are buying in Asia, who are selling in Asia, and as well as clients in Europe who are looking to diversify where they store their properties. Many people who store at the Freeports in Switzerland now are looking to diversify. The insurance companies are asking them to diversify. So it's an opportunity to spread out where they store their property.
Confidentiality is also key. Unlike Switzerland, customers only register the general category of goods. There's no assigned value, no inventory list, no wait to get in the door. Of course, the price tag is high. A 25 square meter room costs around $3,300 a month. That's 40% higher than regular art storage, according to another Freeport leaseholder, Hellutrans, now fielding calls from Western art dealers and private fund managers.
I think we have huge potential in Asia. We see new collectors coming in with new money surfacing. I think art in Asia is going to be good.
The Singapore government is part owner of this 25,000 square meter vault, which cost around $70 million to build. The new Freeport fits well into Singapore's overall goals, namely to be a global wealth management center and a global arts hub. Singapore residents are embracing the arts, actively supporting small private exhibitions as well as larger public initiatives. For the past decade, the government has pumped millions of taxpayer dollars into cutting-edge festivals, first-rate concert halls, and a host of museums, all designed to infuse vibrancy into the culture and help Singapore cast off its stuffy chew-no-gum image. Government officials say the Freeport is a vital part of making Singapore an arts hub destination.
Singapore is a transparent government, in terms of financial stability, so on and so forth. We're creating this facility for high net worth individuals from elsewhere to park their assets here, to do the trade and so on and so forth, is kind of crucial.
The thriving wealth management business is also helping. At Standard Chartered, special art advisors will bring Korean artists here to meet elite clientele. And a handful of Western experts have set up shop. Swiss advisor Frederic Senarklin opened a gallery here in 2008 to develop an Asian client base. While he recently sold work during his exclusive exhibition at the Freeport, he says courting Asian clients remains difficult.
It's very easy to meet the right people, but it's hard to be respected for who you are and what you do. We are slowly getting there. We're getting the trust of important collectors, and that's what we came for.
Another British transplant, Howard Rutkowski, came with a New York partner to consult and to set up Western exhibitions. For him, Singapore is like the old Switzerland before the pressure to loosen its secrecy.
Singapore will encourage people who aren't already doing so to keep their work here, much as they'll keep their money here too, I suppose. But I see that as developing at a very rapid pace.
Dealers say Singapore's art scene has improved dramatically over the last decade, even though some say Hong Kong still beats Singapore as the leading arts capital in Asia.
Freeport is perhaps the most important thing they've done. What it says to the world is that I'm stable. I'm politically stable, I'm safe. Not just a building, but politically. And compared to China, for instance. So it's a huge statement, and I think that's perhaps one of the few advantages that Singapore has.
And so the race to grow this arts hub continues. The new Marina Bay Sands will soon open a museum full of art galleries and host the prominent international art fair, Art Stage Singapore, in January. Meanwhile, at the Freeport, plans continue for a Phase 2 facility that would double capacity, though there's no official word on when it may open.